I love the idea of building in public. I love following, designers and things like that. I know it can be not as great for bigger companies, and there's a lot of different thoughts on it. But like, I love the idea of building in public because, again, I think it kind of plays into this idea of like people just wanting to see what's going on in other people's lives and being interested or curious because it allows us to live a life that we don't necessarily want to live, but we're curious about, right? Like, I like watching Alex Hormozy's content because I think it's really interesting to hear how someone that successful thinks and the stuff that's on their brain and the topics that they think are worth talking about. I have zero interest in putting in the level of work and dedication, the sacrifices that he's made to get to that point, right? But I wanted to distill some of those and some of the wisdom that he's learned and see how I can take those pieces to live a better life the way I want to, right? So how I can take, that rule of 100 that he's used to be so successful and apply it to my content, build up my business so that I can garden more, right? And then like I'll be able to take those lessons, right? I'll get to a point where it's like, hey, I've gotten my business hours down to such a point that I can spend, 4 hours a day working on my garden or, 6 hours a day learning how to rock climb or whatever it might be. Because that's interesting too, right? There is something interesting and valuable about creating a life or figuring out how to like run your life so that you can do more of the things that you are really interested and passionate about and less of the things that you aren't.